Hey guys, welcome to class. Today's practice is going to be a fun class focused on the shoulders. It's going to be super short and sweet, so let's get started. So coming back, we're going to start into a child's pose. So separate your knees, bring your big toes to touch, and bring your belly in between your thighs and stretch your arms forward, bringing your forehead to the mat. Take your time getting settled in here, connecting to the breath. Going inward for a couple breaths here. Come up onto fingertips and walk your fingertips over to the right now. Keep your hips as they are. Stretching your left side body from left hip all the way up to the left wrist. Imagine that left shoulder dropping towards the mat. And then walk your fingertips back through center and continue over towards the left. This time, stretching the right side body. Again, keeping the hips as they are and stretching from the right hip the way up the right side body. Nice. Come back through center once again. We're going to stay up on fingertips and take that right hand, thread it underneath the left, bringing your right shoulder down to the mat. Right palm is down. You can keep these left fingertips reaching forward here, or maybe you can reach that left arm to the sky. If your left hand is in the sky, the next option is to take a bind, bringing the left fingertips to the top of the right thigh. Really turn your chest and your gaze to the sky here. Big inhale. Exhale, unhook the bind if you took it. Take your left hand back, forward, and unthread that right hand, coming back into child's pose, forehead down. Up on fingertips once again, we're going to thread that left hand underneath the right, coming down onto the left shoulder. Left palm is down. Right hand reaching forward here. This is your first option. If you wish, inhaling the right arm to the sky. Hairs on my face, pardon me. Turn your chest here and maybe take the bind on this side. Grabbing your upper left thigh with your right fingertips. Really turning your chest to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, unhook the bind if you took it. Take your right hand back down to the mat and unthread that left hand. Child's pose. Inhale, come up onto your knees into a tabletop. So knees underneath of hips and wrists underneath of shoulders. We're going to inhale, lift the tailbone and lift the chest. Really broaden the collarbones here. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and round the upper middle back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. And exhale, start to tuck the tailbone, but this time, as you start to tuck the tailbone, we're going to sit back towards our heels and allow the arms to reach forward in a dynamic child's pose. Inhale, come back up, draw the wrists back underneath of shoulders, and inhale, lift the tail and lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, start to sit back towards your heels. Bring your fingertips slightly forward, back to a child's pose. Inhale, come back up once again, drop the belly, lift the chest and tail. And exhale, neutral spine. Start to take some little movements here. We're gonna start to shake the hips, side to side. Sometimes this is called dancing tiger, so if it feels good, you can roll out the neck. Just take this opportunity to invite some playfulness into your practice. Moving into parts of the body that feel good. Shaking, moving intuitively. Maybe you can close your eyes if it feels good, if you feel comfortable to do so. And then come to settle back in tabletop. Walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders now. Tuck your tuck your toes and lift your tailbone to the sky, downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet here, dropping one heel, lifting the other, and opening up the backs of the legs, the backs of the calves. Settle once again, lift the sit bones high, wrap your armpits towards your ears for downward facing dog. Drop your knees and come back to tabletop. Inhale, extend your right leg back and your left arm forward. Exhale, draw your left elbow to your right knee and crunch in the center. Inhale, re-extend your right leg, left arm forward. Exhale, keep the right leg lifted and drop your hand down. Spin your right foot off to the side of your mat and open your chest towards the right. Lift your right arm to the sky. Keep that right leg hovering. Hold. Exhale, drop the right foot down. Reach the right arm alongside your ear. Big side body stretch from right toes to right fingertips. And exhale, lift back up. Arm and leg lift. Keep that right leg lifted. Bring your right hand back to the mat and spin back into your tabletop position. Right leg still lifted. We're going to tuck the left toes. Inhale, press back to a three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that right knee and step it forward between your hands. Inhale, peel the chest up, arms alongside your ears. Exhale, hook the thumbs and try and draw the hands apart. Really drive the pelvis forward here. Lift the chest. Exhale, release the grip and circle your arms back behind you and bring the palms of your hands to your lower back. Inhale, lift the chest once again. Pelvis driving forward, strong in the back leg. Exhale, hinge from the hip, bring your tummy to your thigh and fold over that front leg. Hands on the floor for stability. We're gonna inhale and lift up to warrior three. Soft bend in this right leg, keep your hips square. Left leg parallel to the floor. Now you can keep your fingertips down or take your hands in prayer at heart center. If your hands are lifted, let's add another option. So the right hand is going to reach forward and the left hand is going to reach back alongside the upper left thigh. Challenge your balance here. Take a big inhale, reach long. Exhale, hands down. So good. Step back with the left foot now, followed by the right, downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees and sit back on your heels. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, reach your hands forward. Take your left hand to the center of the mat, straight in front of you. We're gonna inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky, big semicircle. Turn your chest to the right and reach your right arm back. Once you're here, we're gonna turn the palm towards the ground and then continue internally rotating it so the palm now is facing the left.
bend that elbow and bring the back of the hand to the outside of the left hip. Really imagine broadening the collarbones here as you twist. Take a big inhale. Exhale, re-extend the elbow. Turn your palm back to the right. And inhale your arm back through center. We'll do the other side, so just replace the left hand with the right. Left fingertips forward. Inhale, up through the sky, big semicircle, reach back behind you. And then the palm faces the floor, and then internally rotate. So now your palm is facing the left, or the right, pardon me. Bend the elbow, bring the back of the left hand to the right hip. And again, imagine broadening the collarbone here as you twist. Inhale. Exhale, re-extend that arm. Turn your palm back to the mat. Turn it back and lift up. Back to the starting position. Come forward onto your knees. Tabletop. Inhale, extend your left leg and your right arm forward. Exhale, bend, take your right elbow to left knee and crunch in the center. Inhale, re-extend from the tip of the toe to the fingertips. And exhale, keep your left foot lifted and drop your right hand down. Spin your right toes off to the side of your mat. Turn your chest to the left and inhale, open up. Side plank variation here. Keep that left leg lifted. And then lower the left leg and inhale, reach your left arm alongside your ear. Big side body stretch. Exhale, come back up. Lift the left leg and left hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down. Keep that left leg lifted and spin your right toes back in line. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left foot to the sky. Exhale, bend that left knee and step it forward between your hands, coming into our lunge position once again. Inhale, lift the arms up. Really drive the pelvis forward here. Strong in the back leg, arms up alongside your ears. Hook the thumbs once again and draw those hands apart, broadening the upper middle back. Breathe here, take a big inhale, up into the chest. And exhale, circle your arms back behind you, palms to your lower back. Inhale, lift your chest once again, strong in the legs. Exhale, hinge from the hip crease, tummy to your thigh, and bring your hands forward, framing that front foot. Inhale, propel yourself up, lift that right leg parallel to the floor for our warrior three. Again, soft bend in this left knee, hip square. You can keep your fingertips down or hands in prayer to heart center. If you're here with the hands lifted, let's try our third option. So the left hand now reaches forward and the right hand back. I am shaking like crazy on this side. Keep holding it here. Reach it long and fingertips down. Big step back with the right foot, followed by the left, and downward facing dog. Sit bones high, wrap your armpits towards your ears. And come forward into a plank pose. Shoulders over wrists. Push the upper middle back to the sky. And roll over. We're going to come into a side plank. So you can take the first side plank variation we took earlier, drop into your knee, spin your left toes off to the side, and reach your arm to the sky. Or we're going to spin onto the baby toe side of the left foot, turn the chest to the right, and reach the right arm to the sky. Keep the hips lifted here for Vashisthasana, side plank. And if you wish, maybe you can bend that right knee, lift it up. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Whatever option you took, right hand comes back down and plank. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Armpits towards your ears. Take a moment. And then plank once again. We'll do the other side. So whatever option you took on the first side, please take that option on the second. And come into your side plank. Spinning onto the baby toe side of the right foot now. Hips high and left arm to the sky. You can keep your gaze on the floor for stability, or maybe gaze towards the sky. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Whatever option you took, left hand down once again, plank. And exhale, drop to your knees. Sit back on your heels, arms up. Hands in prayer. Exhale, heart center. Come forward to your hands and tabletop once again. Tuck your toes and downward facing dog. Step your feet wide as your mat, and spin your heels in slightly. Gonna start to bend the knees and walk the hands back. Coming into Malasana. You can maybe ease your way into the pose by rocking the hips back and forth. Again, inviting some playfulness into the practice. If your heels are lifted, that's okay. But we're working towards it, getting our heels down onto the ground. So, elbows to the inside of the knees, hands in prayer at heart center. Big inhale. Exhale, shrug your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee and extend your left hand. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, reach it forward and bring the right elbow to the inside once again. Pass through center, hands in prayer. Big inhale. And exhale, shrug the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee and extend the right arm. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, reach it forward. Come back through center. Malasana. Exhale, hands come forward. Coming back into a tabletop. Sitting back on your heels. Inhale, arms to the sky, look up. Exhale, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, reach it up and over. Soft bend in this left elbow. Gaze to the sky and stretch the right side body. Inhale, come back up through center and right fingertips down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach it up and over. Stretching the left side now. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Fingertips down. Swing your feet out in front. And extend your legs out in front. Point through the toes. Start to lower back onto your tailbone. Bend your elbows and come back onto your forearms, palms down. Inhale. Start to draw your tailbone towards your neck as you lift your chest and draw your shoulders back. Breathe here. In our fish pose. And then release that and start to come out of it. Sit back up, press through the heels of the hands. And exhale, lean back and hover the legs. Navasana, boat pose. You can keep the hands down on the floor. Maybe you want to bend the knees, bringing the shins parallel to the floor. Whatever you like. See if you can lift the hands. Engage the core. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Open the legs. Take your palms to the sky. We're going to lower down into Shavasana. Nice and slow and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Release. let go of any tension that you might be holding in the mind or in the body. And start to focus on your breath here in Shavasana. You can take any final adjustments you need to make, maybe with the feet or the hands. Really get comfortable. Take this opportunity to relax, to release, and to unwind. Continue breathing here, and if you wish, please pause the video here and stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. When you're ready to come out of it, we're going to roll over to one side in a fetal position, nice and slow. Using your top hand, we're going to press down and use that to lift ourselves up and out of it. We will close our practice today in Sukhasana, a nice casual seated position. Take your arms up to the sky, look up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms touch. Draw your hands in prayer at heart center. Bow your chin. Thank you for joining me for class today. It was a pleasure as always, and I hope you join me in my future videos.